Okay, 30,000 in the pocket.
What?
Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love it, hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. For the magazine, while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, in store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they want to keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love it, hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out, might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. I know what they're thinking.
Okay, Coach, it is most likely the final go-around here in this building, but the NFL playoffs have come to sold-out Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and our home team. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Check 26, check 26. King.
The first carry for Josh Adams. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Adams, 65 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
You still won't hit the hole.
Plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Fielded about a yard deep. Shifts by him. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Watch the screen.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 21-yard line.
Like 10. Echo. Pick it up.
On second and 12, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Myles Garrett. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Brings up third down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
31's the mic. Come off the ball. 31's the mic. I got him. 31's the mic.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They go with Chubb on second down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
180. Watch the run.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Completes it to Hardman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Yes. Where is he? No, I did not. I got it. I got it. Give me a second.
Coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Wait, what happened?
So here's a first and 10.
I said give me a second. Wow.
Mayfield now. It's caught by OBJ. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Set. 180. Let's go, baby. Turn up. Get that ball.
On first down, they'll run the jump. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Watch twist.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, switch ball. 44 Mike. Check. Hey, tight. Ready.
Here's Jackson.
Bro, when the fuck is...
Gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jannard Avery in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
It's not shuffle. Everybody playing stupid now. That's cool.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. 6-0 our score after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it staring at a 3rd down and 13. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Strong left. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Check three. Check 49.
Here is not supposed
31's the mic. Ball, you see best ball. 31's the mic. Watch the run.
From the gun, Jackson. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Kill. Shoot.
Jackson from the shotgun. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
3 down. I smell fear in that offense. 35's the mic. Rip right, rip right.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
Tight on this side, boy. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move. Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. 31's the mic. Man, I got you, I got you, I got you, I got you.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere
So I got a tight end
to
and a
he
tackle.
goes down. Myles Garrett giving him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot
Come
at
on, bro.
points
Come
already.
on.
We're already in a
Fucking
spot
Brandon
where
Mebane,
you
bro.
think
He's
you
not
get three on
gonna
the board
do
for
that.
sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
Boy.
At the 19-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
You. Run.
From the gun, Mayfield taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And almost picked off.
Come on, Derwin.
I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down?
Williams, break that
Change our
tackle,
momentum?
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's bring it. He's coming. We got double up. Jim, on. Jim. Whip. Watch the whip.
Play action. Now Jackson. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
I know you felt that one.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Lucky. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check safety. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check. Crunch.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Hey, Charlie.
Following the interception, Mayfield taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Check out. Rush in. Yeah. Check 99. 81. Flare.
Oh my God.
Go. Pop. Check three.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson going deep for Benjamin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Slant. Wide. Get wide.
Oh, shit.
Check. Switch. Sponge. No.
Play action. It's Jackson. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
Come on, man.
TJ Green with a pick. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
That's no fucking dude does that shit.
For him now here in this first
I'm gonna just stand there and
you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts.
Just going to run the ball
as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Just kick field goal.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Alert! Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Showing it.
They run on 2nd down with Adams. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Seibert's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get tight. Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tens the mic. Don't let him breathe.
Jackson.
Let me run, bro.
Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Myles Garrett, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. On the counter, here's Kamara. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Shit.
Now it's Jackson. Benjamin's got it. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Like 10, like 10. Here we go. Hey, it's just me and you.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara.
You're just going to
Stop
spend
was
it, right?
made by Jannard Avery.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
He's checking. Crash. Kill.
They run it again with Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case,
Did
just
I
get
say?
it to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Why? I mean, I don't... Are there other options? Like, you... No.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Chubb. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be
Where's
out
my
just a
fucking
yard
pass
or 2
rush, bro?
shy of the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Mike 58 right there. You ain't going nowhere.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield.
I was about to fucking say, bro, God
A lot
damn.
of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this
I'm ready to
game,
jump
really
that
from
shit.
both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mayfield. He lets this one fly toward the back. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Sua Craven's up to make the stop.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit.
Look where I am. How the fuck is it inches? I got the ball on the 20. I swear to God, this game be
fucking. If they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Jackson now, operating from the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete.
Bro, you're a fucking X-Factor. That's what your X-Factor is.
Let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. They have not
That's
gotten
what your
him going at
X-Factor
all.
is.
Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman.
What you want?
It's essentially the same thing in pass protection.
Where is it? I don't see it.
Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
I don't know where it is, guys.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And
Thank you.
Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Desmond King picks it. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Check the backer, check the backer.
After the interception, here's Jackson going deep here for Allen. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again.
Oh my God, bro.
Keenan Allen, the intended target. Third down here.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The Chargers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw.
This nigga covered
he's going to be intercepted.
Good jump, way to jump.
Good job. With a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And again, it's Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
On first down, this is Adams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At their 48.
It's right here. Fight it, huh?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You got nothing.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he gets it to his running
why they don't
back.
cover that. That's the dumbest.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 36. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Hurry! Mike, 38-3, 218, chopper.
They'll run on first down. Adams. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Tight yard, tight yard, tight yard. King.
To throw, Mayfield. It's caught by
Come the fuck on,
and he's
bro.
brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 21. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
You didn't even try and go for the swap ball, though, bro.
Now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
I wouldn't.
And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Mayfield to throw it. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku there to make the grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And
you want to throw the ball accurately, bro?
Before he's taken down. A good pick up there at 22. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Check 52. Hey, watch it. Alert 3. Check 4. Check 43.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Jackson, and caught by Henry, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, first down. 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Complete. It's Henry. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
I'd rather him playing like shit.
Short of the marker by just a yard.
That's why we
Leaves him with a
lost.
very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing is Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And it's
on the press, but he was able to recover.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
And Reuben Foster outruns Travis Benjamin. Mike.
The 30. The 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.